What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome to another vlog. This is going to be for week number 2, and yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to update. I realized with my last one I got into a lot of the mundane details that are going to be repeated throughout the rest of the trip, so I'm not really going to touch on those, and I'm probably just going to focus on a lot of the highlights, a lot of the more interesting things, so yeah, let's hop right into it. So to start, I'll talk about a Pokémon Center I went to. Yes, I actually made it to a Pokémon Center. It was totally by chance. We had some free time, so we went shopping at Hakata Station, and yeah, we went to this floor where there was like this manga store that was really cool. They had a whole bunch of interesting manga. I really enjoyed it, and there was a Pokemon Center there too, and they had so much stuff. All the Pokemon plushes, all the cards, all of the games, all the pins, all of the things, and they all looked incredible, and I really wanted all of them. I didn't buy anything because I didn't want to spend too much money early on in the trip, but it was a lot of fun getting to look at everything, and a lot of it is online on their like Pokemon Center online store, but really a lot of this is pretty exclusive stuff. They have a whole bunch of like substitute Pikachu stuff. Like, you know, the little like substitute doll thing? I don't really know how to describe it, but they had a whole bunch of merchandise surrounded around that, and it was so cool. Another cool place I went to was this place called Tsutaya, which is a used book, CD, game, and DVD store. And as you might expect, I was going there looking for a lot of different things, and I absolutely fell in love with the place. I found a whole bunch of games, I found a whole bunch of CDs that I really liked. I got to look at a whole bunch of different anime DVDs, which are super expensive, but it's really cool to see everything they had and how much of it there was. There was so much anime related stuff. And of course, when I looked at the CD section, I immediately went to Love Live. Yeah, there had so much stuff, and they had just released Aqua's new song before the like season 2, or before Aqua had even aired, by Guilty Kiss, and it was so exciting to see all of that. And I was debating whether or not I wanted that CD or if I wanted this other Love Live CD. And then they had like a used section with really cool CDs, and in the end, I ended up getting a few different things. So first of all, and kind of in my opinion most boring, is I got a sound drama CD of Code Geass: Lelouch of the Rebellion. Ta-da! It's pretty cool. It's got 2 songs and just a couple of voice tracks that are sound drama tracks. So it's just 2 characters talking with like some background sound effects and everything. It's pretty cool. It's fun to practice my Japanese. Next up, ta-da! Prime Number, which is from Sakura So, which is one of my favorite anime of all time. And yeah, I love this song so much, and it has like the original version, has the instrumental, and they also have this thing called the Blue Sky version, which I hadn't heard before, and I absolutely loved it. So I was really happy with that. The CD's artwork is also really cool, especially because Nanami Aoyama is one of my favorite anime characters of all time. So yeah, that was pretty hype. And then lastly, certainly not least, I got, ta-da! Future Style, which is my favorite Love Live song at the moment, tied with Snow Halation. And yeah, I saw the CD, and all these were cheap. Code Geass CD was 90 cents, Prime Number was $4, and Future Diary, not a little different than Love Live. Future Style was just $9. So yeah, it was a really good deal. I saw like the picture book from Code Geass Not Only in Wonderland, and yeah, I really enjoyed my time there. They had an entire manga section I didn't even get to explore though, so I'm definitely going to be going back there. Afterwards, we were kind of running out of time, but there was this store called Animate that I had to go to. I had to check out because apparently it has a whole bunch of stuff about the newest anime. So I got there and it was like heaven. My friend Parker immediately took me to the Love Live section, and they had so much cool stuff. But then they had a whole bunch of stuff from a whole bunch of other anime, including Danganronpa, which I was super excited for. They had a whole bunch of game soundtracks as well, Love Live CDs. They had the Danganronpa soundtrack, which I was super hyped about. They had Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE collector's edition for half off, and I was like, oh my god, I need to get it, but I also wouldn't be able to play it because it's Japanese. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that too, but then it was getting pretty late, so I had to head back, and yeah, that kind of marked a lot of the end of the like big shopping I did for the rest of the week. But there were a couple of like more mundane things that kind of changed. This was the first week of language classes. So up until then, I've been taking just like a culture class on death in Japanese traditional literature. Talks a lot about Shintoism, Buddhism, shamanism, how they're integral to Japanese history and that sort of thing. It's been really interesting. But this week we started language classes, and it was tough. I was placed in this like, it's like advanced beginner, I don't know, the middle level class here, and it was pretty good. But amongst the people in my class, I was the best like speaker, and I wasn't sure about the pace of the class, so I was gonna try to move up a level. And so I took this higher level class for a day, and it was really tough. It was grueling. But the thing I really enjoyed was that no matter what I was doing, when I was interacting with other students, I was learning. They were always using vocab or grammar I wasn't as 100% comfortable with, and I was really pushing myself. And so more so for the students than the class itself, I thought class like level 4 was a better fit for me. However, level 3, the like actual grammar and things I'd be learning were more sequential for what I'd actually want to learn. So I was in a bit of a predicament, and it took 4 days of trying the different classes, talking with the senseis, but in the end I'm going to be sticking with level 3, and I'm happy with it because at the level 4 level, while yes I'd be learning more from the students, as far as what we'd actually be learning in class, I couldn't learn effectively because I wasn't comfortable enough with the previously assumed grammar. So yeah, but that was super stressful. Also, kind of like real lifey is I'm buying like groceries and stuff. I've been eating out with friends a lot over the first week, but it got really expensive really fast, and I want to have like snacks around my room, so I found this place called Max Value, and you really do get a lot of great deals on food, and I grocery shop there now, and fruit is super expensive except for bananas. So I get bananas and like small little snacks. I get bentos from there, and like it's fine, it's not the healthiest. I try to get vegetables when I can, save those for fruit, but usually it's just kind of like some meat and rice, and it works. Walking around is really funny. There's so many stray cats, and they're super cute. I love them, but I'm also super afraid to touch them because they seem like very independent cats who don't need no human. They're very scary at times too, but they're these super adorable ones. There are a couple that live like right in my little dorm area, and they stay on top of this little roof. There's this big fat orange one, and then there's this big like grayish white one that has 2 little kittens, and it's the cutest. So yeah, cats are fun scenery, I guess. So then one other aspect of this week, one more little entertaining point I guess, is that I went to this place called Canal City, which was this huge shopping mall that I didn't expect it to be as large as it was, and it had such a weird sort of like shape to it. I'll show you a bunch of pictures of it, but the layout was so non-traditional but so cool looking. And it was a lot of fun looking at all the different places they had, all the different stores. I primarily explored with my friend Douglas, which was really fun. We hit up this arcade, although the arcade was pretty lackluster relative to the other ones, especially because it didn't have My Mind Pink, which is an awesome game. It started to get late as we were exploring there, and we were kind of with another group of friends, but they wanted to go to like a vegetarian restaurant. I was like not really about that, and I kind of need to get back to my room so I could Skype, and yeah, so we just kind of broke off and went our own way, and we walked through Tenjin on our way back, and it was so cool. We got a really quick dinner, and Tenjin itself is this big nightlife sort of city, and so we saw a whole bunch of these buildings, a whole bunch of these cute like malls and huge plush mascots. All the people are wearing like heels and like nice suits, and there's a bunch of like clubs and everything, and it's not really my lifestyle, but it was really cool to see nonetheless. That was really cool, and I'm definitely going to be going back there sometime soon to see everything else they have to offer, because there's obviously a lot there. And so that pretty much wraps it up. The week was pretty stressful because of so much workload from the classes and changing classes, and then spending time after class going to places like Tenjin and Canal City and everything, which took up a lot of time. And then I came back with Skype, and then I'd have late nights of doing homework and trying to get ahead on studies and all that. But overall, it's been good so far. I'm definitely adjusting, which is really nice, to the climate. I noticed I don't need my room as cold as I did when I started. Sleep schedules, and just kind of the general lifestyle and the scenery of Japan, particularly this area. So yeah, it's been good. And if you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section, because that's kind of why it's there. But anyways, if you enjoyed this, if you're excited to see what else I'm doing in Japan, hit that like button, and look forward to the next week's video. But until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.